And we are back. The Grand Scheme. It's your girl S. Scott. We got.
Chris Sain in the building.
All right.
DJ Metro.
Yeah, still holding it down.
Working on holding it down.
Yes.
It's been a crazy day.
It has been. It has been, but it's been fun.
It's been fun.
Hanging out with you guys. I love hanging out with
I
dudes.
agree.
By the way.
By the way.
Yes. I have some girlfriends, but my passion lies in hanging out with guys. They're so much funner. Funner. Okay. So I always do like trivia when we have guests, like in the past on our other shows, but because the Grand Scheme is still fairly new. But I always like to quiz people, ask them questions. I always like to do top 5. I like to do pop culture trivia. But I'll keep it cool with you today, Mr. Saint. I just want to ask you 5 quick questions. If you don't want to answer, just say pass. If you do, elaborate.
Okay.
So question number 1. Who is the most influential person in your life?
The most influential person in my life would have to be both my mom and dad.
Okay. His parents. All right. Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper currently would be J. Cole. All time would be Jay-Z.
Okay. Hence the New York fitted cap that he has on. Yeah. He looks real. Yeah, he looks real New York.
Right.
I could see Jigga being your favorite MC. Okay. What are your thoughts on the day and age of social media and the influence that it has on our children?
Yeah, we give too much credence to likes. Likes has become the new currency, and unfortunately, a lot of people seeks who they are and validation from social media, which is a dangerous thing, and so it leads to a lot of depression. It leads to a lot of mental health issues, and people are looking for affirmation in all the wrong places. Social media can be a good thing. Unfortunately, we use it in a toxic and a non-productive kind of way most times. Whether we're watching somebody else's highlight tape, whether we're watching and comparing our lives to somebody else who only putting their best face forward. And again, that's a dangerous cycle to be in, whether you're young or old on social media.
Agree 100%. What do you love about Grand Rapids?
What I love about Grand Rapids, one thing I would say that I love is just that, man, that's tough. The thing I love would be the fact that I'm from here, man, and if you're from here, you can appreciate some of the gems that has come from here. Not just Floyd Mayweather or Al Green, but the Mr. Dawkins, the Mr. Smarts, the Mr. Bailey's, the Larry Johnsons. You just have some awesome, just everyday people that sometimes don't get the credit that they probably would get somewhere else. And to me, Grand Rapids is filled with awesome people, real people, and I appreciate that about the city.
Okay, great answer. I should have saved that question for
the
last.
last one.
Yes. Last question. What is your theme song?
My theme song, that always changes, I'll be honest with you. It's depending on the mood, but right now my theme song will be 21 Savage, A Lot.
A lot? I like it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Dope.
Okay. So you know what? Now you dealing with since we speak about social media likes and things of that nature, and you dealing with the youth. What do you tell them about such things as instant gratification, time, and patience?
Yeah. So that's huge, and that's mainly the main message, because they want everything and they want it right now. They want it yesterday, matter of fact. And so what you have to impart in them is that, man, even me, I have 250,000 followers. That didn't come overnight. And I remember when it was 5,000. I remember when it was 0. I remember when I hit 5,000, 10,000, 15,000. Then I was stuck at 20 for a while. And my point of using that as an example is that's how life is. Nothing happens overnight. It's a constant grind. You got to get up, put the work in. You got to create engaging content. You got to engage the people. You got to give people a reason to follow you. You got to be actually saying something. And so for young people, that this microwave society is kind of what it is. they have to, what I say, embrace the grind and enjoy the climb is what they have to do. And understand it's a marathon, not a sprint. And so if they can embrace those two concepts about anything, growing their social media, growing their personal brand, growing a business, getting their music career off the ground, getting their clothing company, whatever they're doing, if they can embrace those elements and those hallmarks of success, they'll eventually get there. They just need to know it's not going to happen overnight.
So basically, it's like, you know, what they say in business, consistency. You have to be consistent in what you do daily to get where you're trying to get.
That's my secret sauce. I got this saying, and I say this humbly: I'm not better than anybody. I'm just more consistent than everybody. Don't do nothing great. I'm not none of those things. But you're gonna just see Chris always. He just always showing up. If you ask me to be, I'm gonna be there. If you ask me to do this, I'm gonna do this. If I tell you I got an event coming, the event gonna happen. Like, and just being consistent. And that's how we made it to 10 years. Didn't do nothing flashy. Didn't do nothing that's gonna change our lives dramatically. But the people know that we can depend on Chris. And so, be consistent. That's my secret sauce, actually.
Secret sauce. I think everybody needs some secret sauce.
Yes, they do.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get me a bucket of it. I need some secret sauce sometimes, you know.
No, you got it too, Metro. You got it.
Yeah, that's social media. That's work. That is work.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Wow.
Some people let it consume their life to the point where you can't even enjoy a meal, or your people, like as Dot said about us being family, and this feel like a family. Because we're not in here trying to catch a selfie. We're in the we're present in this moment together versus staging this whole thing to get the perfect shot.
Right.
And I see that again, people do that every day, and so you're not living your best life for real. You're living for a moment, and you're missing the best parts of life.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for saying that.
Right.
Thank you.
Some days I just want to. I turn this off on purpose. You know, for real, because I don't want to be bothered. I want to just go through life without this thing sometimes, this phone.
Right.
Sometimes.
Right. When I go on vacations, I post stuff like when I get home, like this is what we did. But yeah, you can see some people's lives. They're at work, they're at home, they go to a movie, what they cook for dinner, what they ate for dinner. I mean, it's like every step of the way is how do you enjoy it.
Right.
So yeah. Chris, tell everybody where they can find you at on social media, where they can purchase your book, and more about Grand City Sports, the websites, all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Tell everybody about everything Chris Sain Jr.
The home base for me is chrissain.com, www.chrissain.com. My books can be purchased there as well. And the reason why I encourage that is because you're supporting the author when you go through my website. Yes, my books, they do well. They are at Barnes & Nobles, they're at Schuler's, they're at Amazon. But you're spending most of the proceed with those entities as opposed to supporting the author when you buy their site. And so I wanted to say that. Secondly, Grand City Sports, anything that you want to get your youth involved with, something positive, put them around some good people. GrandCitySports.com is what I would encourage you to tap into. My Facebook, all my social media and Twitter handles is Chris Sain Jr. or Chris Sain at Chris_Sain if you're on Instagram or Twitter. But if you just search Chris Sain, it should come up. And yeah, I am a person that engage with my followers, and so if I can be an inspiration, if I can drop a word or two on you, don't hesitate to jump in my inbox or my DM, because I'm gonna hit you back.
All right, I think that's what a lot of people need too. They like engagement.
Yeah.
They like you to respond, especially if there's somebody that you know you're somebody that they look up to, and they go to your sites for words of inspiration and motivation, stuff like that. So that's dope that you respond to your followers.
So I'm just gonna say it's been a pleasure having Chris Sain here. You are our first guest.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So I thank you for being the first. I'm honored and humbled.
It's history.
No, it is history. And it's like a high bar to come behind.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Doug, you kept that one from me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
We won't make you nervous or nothing now.
Hey,
Mr. Sain.
we fresh out the gate. We just came together.
That's
and,
awesome.
We keeping it moving.
That's awesome.
You know, so
And we're gonna stay consistent. And we're gonna grow.
Yes.
And we're gonna get that sauce that y'all was talking
secret
about.
sauce.
Sprinkle
Yep.
it all around the place. Sauce and fairy dust.
Mhm.
All right. Once again, we appreciate you, Chris. Glad you came through. Hope
Thanks
you
for
had a great
having me.
time.
I sure did.
And we'll be checking in with you.
Yep. Appreciate
All right. It's your girl S. Scott, and I am signing off. Peace out.
Peace out, DJ Metro. Out of here.